Today I'm going to show you how you can create the ultimate M4A1 class for Warzone. The M4A1 Assault rifle has got the record for the most kills in Warzone. Every single high kill record that has been delivered has been using the M4A1. And today I'm going to show you how to make the ultimate one for you. Now, when we start off with our M4A1, we're going to want to attach the monolithic suppressor. Now, the monolithic suppressor is going to boost our range, as well as give us some sound suppression and a little bit more stealth. Not to mention that it also boosts our accuracy, and if you can hit more rounds, then you're going to win more gunfights. The next thing is we're going to want to attach the stock M16 Grenadier barrel. Now, this is going to increase our range, it's going to increase our bullet velocity, as well as our control. Now, if we can increase our range, if we can hit more bullets in a shorter period of time, and we can control where those bullets are landing, it means we're going to drop more players, which is going to lead to even more kills inside every single game of Warzone. So from a barrel perspective, that is the best choice. Now, for me, I use no stock. The reason I use no stock is it increases both my movement speed and my aim down sight speed. That means that if I'm clearing out a building, or whether I'm out in the open, it means that I can get locked onto target quicker and drop that enemy player, hopefully, before they do me too much damage. So again, utilising no stock is going to increase your movement speed. Now, ammunition is the most important part. Now, I've played about with the 9mm, I've played about with the 60 round mags, but my personal favourite is the 50 round magazine. The reason for this being is it gives you that higher magazine pool, meaning you don't have to reload as often within a gunfight. But at the same time, it doesn't slow down the movement speed as much as the 60 round mag, or using these 10 blackout rounds that are just sniper bullets, to be honest. Now, when it comes to the underbarrel, nothing unfortunately beats the very first attachment that you unlock on this gun, and that is the Commando foregrip. The Commando foregrip is going to increase our recoil stabilisation, as well as give us overall control, and handling of the weapon is going to shoot upwards. And as we've talked about already, if you can control the weapon and be accurate, as well as putting those bullets into players, you're going to win every single gunfight. Now, for me, I customise my M4A1 using the gold camouflage. I also use the gold medallion, and then I just put in a couple of my favourite tags. For me, I like to keep my weapons looking as clean as possible. I don't like to have too many kind of stickers all over the gun. I just want it to look on point and clean. And that's how you create the M4A1, which is perfect for Warzone. Now, let's move on just a little bit further and see this weapon in action. As you can see, the M4A1 setup in this style will drop players at any range, as well as giving you both the ammunition pool in order to take on multiple targets simultaneously, and it also gives you that increased range and manoeuvrability for it to be worthwhile using in any scenario. Now, in order to continue the M4A1 class, I also utilise the RPG. Now, the RPG for me is not a player-on-player weapon. Unfortunately, the game is just getting bombarded and spammed by RPG users at the moment because they are so overpowered. But for me, the RPG is very much about taking on vehicles and squads within a vehicle so that I can control that engagement. The RPG can also be extremely useful if you need to clear out a room very quickly, or if it's a one versus multiple opponents, it's very easy to just fire an RPG into a room, to get some hit markers and identify where in that room that enemy player is. Now let's look at some of the perks. Now for me, I use Cold Blooded. Now Cold Blooded is one of those perks that is so useful as a combat against snipers. Snipers using thermal scopes will just hunt the map looking for people running about. If you're using Cold Blooded, it means you will not show up on a thermal scope. Now in perk slot number 2, I use Ghost. Now I use Ghost because it means that I can't be seen on a heartbeat sensor, I can't be seen on a UAV, and also it just gives me that more stealth. Now if I'm not showing up, it means that I can get the advantage by sneaking up on an opponent, or if I'm not identified on a UAV, I know people aren't trying to hunt me down and track me. Now in perk slot number 3, I use Amped, and the reason I use Amped on this class is because I'm using that RPG. Now Amped is going to give me a faster reload speed on my RPG, and it's also going to increase the time, decrease the time it takes me to switch between the RPG and my M4A1 or any other weapon that I pick up later on in the game. That faster switch means that I'm able to take on players at different ranges very, very quickly. Now, when it comes to lethal grenades, for me there is only one choice, and that's C4. And the reason C4 is so powerful to me is it's not only fantastic at cleaning out buildings, similar to the way I described how I would use the RPG, but it's also the most overpowered lethal grenade when it comes to taking on vehicles. You can literally get double, triple and team wipes just using one bit of C4 against a vehicle. There is nothing, and I mean nothing, more important to carry than C4. Now when it comes to the tactical grenades, I use the heartbeat sensor because this tool is so useful when it comes to just clearing out a building, tracking a bounty contract, whether it's just checking a building before I barge through. The weakness of the heartbeat sensor is, again, it does not identify players who are using Ghost, so you always have to be cautious. However, when you do see that bleep on the heartbeat sensor, you know whether there's 1 or 2 teams or 4 players waiting in a room camping before you charge in. Now, I always like to swap out my class so that I've also got a sniper rifle. I drop the RPG and switch to the HDR. If you want to see my ultimate sniper class, then just click on the video on screen right now. For more Call of Duty hints, tips and strategies, click the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and I'll see you next time.